I took off my jacket, I'm cold. I put my jacket on, I'm hot.
Make up your mind.
That was not hazmat, by the way. That was me doing Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, okay. So. Easily confused, but to no one's surprise, we got the Bayonetta from Lima and the Corrin from Shadic going into Game 1 here at Collision Winners Quarters on Pokemon Stadium 2. I'm so excited to see how this works out. I am such a big Bayo Lima fan, but yeah, I've commentated some of the most explosive Shadic results, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm a huge Shadic fan as well. We're going to get some good matches regardless. Koopa already dead even here, 40% apiece.
Yeah, you know, the history of both these characters, you know, going even back to Smash for the Wii U, is that, you know, Bayonetta, obviously a character that can provide offense in spades, but Corrin having that range and that explosiveness also to be able to compete with that. So, you know, Lima off to a small percentage lead here, but again, the range of Corrin is something that you're going to have to account for at all times. Nice empty hot grab right there from Shadic. Yeah,
really good stuff. Gonna have to be careful at the ledge. If Bayo does misstep, look at those punishes from Corrin. The Shadic has so many options here. You can go for the pin, you can go for the punish. The aerials are going to be huge. If Lima does have some trouble landing, even in these scramble situations, it's going to be tough too. The parries also from Shadic, phenomenal so far.
Missing the grab right there, Shadic, so not going to be able to follow up on Lima there. Lima trying to get back to the stage. Again, that's going to be a huge factor there as well. The witch time coming through, the giant fist, the wicked weave, dare I say. Definitely looking wicked on that first stock.
All right, big opener right there, but misses the ABK, which is actually pretty huge. Going to try and set up for another one, too. Witch twisting to the right to try and set up for something wild off the ledge. Not really finding it. Both of them going for the side special, but it is working out for Lima right now.
Love the extended hold of that that afterburner kick right there. You can use those bullets to just get a little bit extra damage where you can. The up throw not going to be enough just yet.
No, but really good option right there to kind of set up for another rough spot for Lima. Interesting route from the ledge, and look at that huge opportunity right there. Running off, ABKing back on and starting a combo. Shadic, 94 on the second stock, finally takes that first one from Lima. A bit of a mountain to climb, or maybe it's just a molehill.
Looking a little bit more mountainous as the stock continues here. You know, 126, kind of tough to make up, but like we said, Corrin does have those bursts, those bits of explosiveness in her. You know, we're just going to see if Lima's going to allow that to happen here. Trying to read a jump out of the corner there, maybe with that up there, but going to come up short. And again, the afterburner kick right above the Corrin's wheelhouse right there. That can be a little bit dangerous.
Right. So far, though, holding down center stage, despite the percent deficit, Shadic is playing, I would say, relatively confident. Kind of got stuck on the platform, though, in the missed tech. Will not go unpunished. Lima, great presence of mind to position for that back air and already mounting even more of a lead.
Yeah, Bayo's back air is so good at being able to just send you, to the blast zone.
Right,
you know,
right.
Like that move has been very, very strong, you know, for a long time.
It's a nice one, I would say.
Yeah, definitely top 100, as we mentioned.
Okay, I love the idea of pin and then kick away. Bayo's not actually too fast in that spot, not able to punish. So good stuff from Shadic to kind of keep that pressure up, try and respond here. And I gotta say, keeping it close, looking a little bit better so far. It's so much deceptive damage coming out from Corrin, really racks it up with those aerials.
But here we go, nice little exchange right here from Lima. Gonna be some good damage here. Gonna miss that last hit of the fair. Would have been huge to being able to just, you know, give you a little bit more safe position to play with.
Yeah, unfortunate too. Shadic missed that back air when Lima had all that extra cooldown from all those special moves, but still looking for a big hit right now. It's going to be the ABK one more time. Those ABKs from the corner are so good from Lima, and the back airs to keep up the ledge pressure also so stellar. Okay.
There we go. The Dragon Ascent going to come through. It'll give Shadic another lease on life here. Trying to get the stock, bring it to the last stock scenario. See what's going to happen here.
Oh no, the forward air kind of messing up the neutral here, and the bats within coming in clutch, but not going to dodge that one. Shadic does bring it back to one stock apiece, but it is a very rough spot, especially with this Witch Twist opening. One stray hit could be it.
You see Lima stopping the combo short there, maybe trying to read a defensive option on that platform from Shadic, but he's not going to give it to him. Now going to give him another chance here. You know, possibly a scenario you don't want to play with your food. Good parry.
I don't know, Koopa. All of a sudden, I'm a little bit more worried for Lima than I was before, but up tilt up back air is going to do it. And a very surprisingly stressful game one towards the end there.
Yes, and again, that was a great weight on that last stock right there. You saw that Shadic purposely went for the long version of the pin, and Lima still getting the parry there, which allowed him to get that follow-up for the KO. And I think the pin is actually the biggest thing that we are missing there as we take a look at it. I love the hero and villain poses, by the way. I love the little horns.
That's so good.
Shout out to the, the TikTok dance.
Right.
I got no.
But yeah, it's sort of that mix-up. Yeah. Or like a spin on, if you will, the aerial timing, which is so very important in certain things, right? You want to mix up the timing, kind of be unexpected in your offense so that their defensive options don't necessarily work. So I appreciate the stall for the pin, but unfortunately, like I said, there's a lot of history here. Lima was even ready for that and still ended up parrying the delayed hit on the pin. And you have so many things to do in that spot when you're Bayo, and why not just go for the up tilt back air? And
I think that's the biggest X factor as to why that set was, a little bit on the rough side for Shadic at times, is that pin is such a huge part of Corrin's kit. And you see how good it is time and time again against characters that don't necessarily snap the ledge with their recoveries, have very linear paths to the ledge. That was sort of a non-factor for a good part of that set there. So, maybe we'll see if that maybe changes as things go on, or if Lima's just going to be able to play around that, because Bayonetta doesn't necessarily have to take that straight path back to the ledge. She has a lot of options, to go high, to go a little bit lower, to kind of mix up her timing a bit. So,
that being said, though, there were a lot of opportunities. Shadic just wasn't really finding the mark, maybe slightly mistimed. And we don't even necessarily have to see Shadic hit all of them in this next game. But if you hit one where it matters, all of a sudden Lima's going to have to think about that going on into the next game, or 2 or 3. But right now, hasn't really been hitting them. Could definitely change already out of the gates here on game 2. Hollow Bastion also, pretty interesting pick.
Yeah, big in his first appearance for me this weekend. I don't know if you've seen any sets of it yet, but again, a decent stage choice. Whoever's going to have respite under that bottom platform is going to be able to apply a lot of pressure, and it's looking like a lot of shades of game 1 so far, AG. Lima off to a strong offensive start.
Yeah, big damage from all those extended combos. Going to make it back here. And okay, I like that idea right there from Lima, but good jump out of the pin from Shadic. And what a response right now. Not a lot of damage, but some good knockback and a big opportunity for this edge guard here. Not getting the up air out of the nair. Oh, I love that. Try to read it.
Yeah, we mentioned how Lima kind of likes to fly in that, low trajectory towards Shadic.
Ooh, okay.
We're almost getting it with the up smash there. And again, not going to fall victim to the witch time shenanigans right there. He's just going to go right back to the ledge. The back air going to buy Shadic some space and an opportunity. Going to be the ledge here. Nice empty hop grab.
Yep, gets the forward throw to kind of keep this edge guard up here, but there's the ABK, just a different spin on it though. Jump ABK down to the center. Another good tool from the arsenal from Lima, and they are both looking for that big hit, but it's going to be Shadic with the pin to take the first stock and a little bit of a lead.
Yeah, sticking a pin in it, and that's going to allow him to get on the board here first. So play with the lead. Ooh. Super huge, nice use of the air dodge right there to get around the witch time, knowing that the lower, possibly, knowing that the lower curve is coming was Lima. So.
All right, dropping a little bit of that combo there from Lima, but it's going to be a good old-fashioned back air to even it up. Only 1.2 from just a straight hit, basically.
Them heels go crazy, bro.
They do. They do. They got guns on them.
She's got heat on her.
Right. Okay, I love that. The neutral air knocks Shadic off stage, waited for the defensive option, and Lima started up a combo. But speaking of combos, well, Lima's got another one.
Yeah, Shadic had to shake to something going there, but just not able to get the follow-up off the platform. And again, the low afterburner kick. So huge right there for Lima. Just going to continue to add on to this lead here, but Shadic continuing to keep it within arm's reach.
Ooh.
Corrin's got long arms. That's a good look reach.
That was a great way to, on that counter, see what we could do here. Down tilt and the up air is going to set up for a pretty difficult spot for Lima, despite all those options. Shadic is really good at tracing Bayo and just finding that landing and punishing accordingly. Another down tilt waits this time because the up air is not going to do it, so the back air will take that stock instead. Great stuff from Shadic, but Lima already responding.
Yeah, good trade right there on that KO for Shadic. And able to get out of that combo too. That's something that Lima's been doing very well at the early starts of these stocks. Oh, but dropping a little bit too low there. Unfortunately, Corrin's recovery is the weakest aspect about her. Can't have everything.
Right. But I like the idea too. We saw like a little back air try and get a little bit closer too, but the bullet arts cut off like a pretty key route. Some big combos from Lima as well. Falling right off the platform too. Really good stuff to kind of extend it, but Shadic answering back. Really good shield timing from Lima though. Finally dodging that down tilt and huge witch twist. Love that.
There you go, to dragging it set early. Gonna allow Shadic to get back to the stage here. Lima nursing a less than 30% lead right now. Oh, wow. Does not get the follow-up.
The platform really working out for Shadic. Ends up finding the footing, getting out of that combo right now. 100% though, the back air, a bit of a sour spot, but does set up for the edge guard. I love that route.
That's so sick.
So smart. Oh, the missed tech too. Big damage from Shadic, knocking Lima off the stage. Can we see that pin? It's going to be the neutral air into the weight. So smart.
Gets a double afterburner kick. Going to set up an edge guard here to bullet arts. Going to buy some time. Nice weight on the witch time again from Shadic.
All right. Oh, wow. ABK's into the stage, gets knocked off. Going to get all those refreshed special moves. Shadic stuck at the ledge after that witch time, but makes it back somehow. Unbelievable reversal. Lima stuck at the stage now, and the pin finally hits Koopa. Shadic takes game 2.
Yeah, like we talked about before, there were instances in that first game where, Lima was maybe speaking above the ledge there on those exchanges and just came up a little bit short, but going to be able to get it right there in that second game after a real scrum in the corner there.
Right.
You see, able to just get above that witch time right there, catches him with the down air, and then sets up nicely, Lima forced to take that linear trajectory back to the stage. Thought he did blow it up, but just high enough for that side B to connect right there.
I want to bring it back too real quick because there's an unspoken hero in this interaction, and that's basically right after this witch twist. There's a little bit of a jump in from Shadic, right?
Yeah.
Kind of threatening, like maybe I'm going to hit you with Nair, because we saw kind of landing Nairs to kind of pick up Lima from the ledge earlier in the game. And so it kind of maybe says, okay, maybe Lima doesn't want to commit to getting back to the ledge. Instead, going to go down, take a little bit of a scenic route, and then come back later with another witch twist instead. And then that's when Shadic says, okay, I've actually timed it perfectly. There's the pin. So really good stuff. Some good conditioning too, because we kind of said, like, certain things weren't working. And even if they don't necessarily work in that moment, you can kind of use that information that you're almost like kind of willingly giving your opponent to make something happen later on in the set. Really good stuff from Shadic to finally hit that pin, as we mentioned, and I think, what do you call it, a scramble, possibly, in the left side?
A kerfuffle.
A kerfuffle, to say the least, but it all worked out for Shadic right there.
A fisticuff?
Right.
This guy. For those of you who are wondering, production just made a terrible joke.
Yeah.
This is the part where Devin turns off my microphone.
Right. All right, going into the next game here.
I'm back. Okay. I'm back.
I was worried for a second there. Which team is production? Seems like
anti-hero.
Going to Pokemon Stadium for this one. Not too surprising. It kind of worked out in game 1 pretty well. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, the rubber game of the set so huge, obviously for counter pick advantages. And the complexion of the set completely different if Shadic comes into this down 2 games to none.
Right.
And now has himself a bit of a lead here to start.
Yeah, that little gentleman from Lima getting punished with a neutral air. No big follow-up, but Shadic is kind of messing with the sort of aggressive timing or the offensive timing, getting these hits like down air or down tilt or neutral air, and then waiting for a response from Lima and then kind of replying appropriately. But Lima's kind of catching on now, mixing up a little bit too, and taking some big swings at the same time. Yeah,
almost got him with the wicked weave, but the up smash will connect right there. Gets the pin kick, not going to be enough. 2 count.
Oh, all right, going for the pin right there. Down air is going to keep that pressure up, but there's that ABK from ledge. And the back air too. Lima now at center stage. Going to see if we can get that back air right there. Not going to take the stock though. Shadic should be able to make it back here.
Yep, gets back nicely. How are you going to get to the ledge? There you go, jump up there from the ledge. Nice job there from Shadic, mixing up his ledge recovery. That's going to get him on the board first against Lima. But Lima answering back immediately.
Yeah, it's going to be tough here too. 140. You're looking at pretty much most of the moves from Bayonetta to kill. Wonderful interaction. All the Shadic fans have seen that one before on the Pokemon Stadium platform. Really odd to kind of try and deal with that in the heat of all of this
and
other
it's
stuff.
Sick every time.
I love it. All right, going to make it back to the ledge here. But look at that pressure. The down tilt catching that get up. Some more aerials too, but Lima taking a pretty brave route to jump over Shadic here. Forward throw not going to do it, but should set up for an edge guard pretty easily. No.
Yep, good directional air dodge right there again. Lima's been trying to bet the house on these low recoveries, and Shadic's been doing a great job showcasing, hey, I don't have to necessarily go for that option every time.
Yeah, really good air dodge to the ledge. Probably like it's so expected that it's unexpected situation. All right, looking for a reverse up air. Lima opening up with the ABK, looking for a back air or maybe a forward throw now. But it's going to be tough. Shadic kind of walling out with those back airs. Ooh, okay. That will do it for sure.
See ya.
Yeah. I like that opening. Just like a pretty safe forward air into the rapid jab. Take that stock. Really good stuff.
All right, good back air right there to create some space. We're seeing neutral B show its head here. It has been kind of a non-factor so far, but something you have to account for at all times. That sharp Very, very powerful.
Right. And just a projectile, kind of good at forcing the issue a little bit. You know, we've seen some bullet arts kind of do the same thing.
Yeah.
If you have too much long-range action, but the close quarters combat is what you got to worry about. Lima, big opportunity, but the early Dragon Ascent and another kerfuffle on the right side this time. Ooh, air dodge in, got scouted. Lima. Okay.
There you go. Once again, the high up B is going to buy Shadic some time. Lima answering right back. Going to miss the witch switch, but going to be able to get a nair follow-up to avoid any sort of shenanigans in the that high into the air.
Oh, no. The dash attack didn't cross up. A bit of a mix-up. Going to be able to make it back to the stage, but Shadic did get the stage for that. Going to keep that pressure up the forward air, falling up air as well, looking to take the stock very soon because Lima was mounting a comeback, but Shadic get a little room to breathe with another great pin at the ledge.
Yeah, great weight right there off the witch time. So now Shadic in the lead here, trying to put the ball in his court, going into game 4 here.
Okay, I love that. Not going for the rapid jab, forcing the roll, and then taking that damage instead. Good stuff from Shadic, keeping the pressure up. Lima trying to make something happen. We don't really need a whole lot either. Lima knows up tilts, maybe a couple witch twists, and you can take that stock immediately. Right there we saw an attempt for an up tilt back air at the ledge, but not really finding the mark. Shadic is really mixing up the defense, and I think Lima is not really finding those openings that we saw in game 1.
Yeah, again, you see both players kind of taking their time here. Again, Shadic doing a good job just putting that up air exactly in these aerials exactly where Lima wants to be. Great catch again right there. The dive kick's going to get caught. Almost trying to catch him with the neutral lead.
And that opening, all right, good stuff from Lima, but that opening that Shadic was kind of running with was because basically 2 reads from the first afterburner kick and a downward afterburner kick, both kind of scouted out from Shadic. So Shadic's definitely catching on, but I know Lima can definitely mix it up. Maybe didn't know that it was such a pressing issue, but it's getting close right now, Koopa. Lima off stage. Shadic lining up the back air.
Good neutral air to catch the high afterburner kick. Koopa gets the dive kick on the platform. Gets an air dodge, but Lima just not there to get the follow-up.
Yeah, looking for a little bit of a read, maybe looking for a roll in possibly. This is a big combo though, going to keep the pressure up, but parries the nair into spot dodge. Interesting.
This is how it gets started, AG.
This is how it gets started. But what a scramble. It's actually huge for Lima. The late Dragon Ascent, though, does not get countered. Keeping up that pressure.
Oh, no.
Big swing and a miss, and Lima sets it up one more time.
Okay, good air dodge back to the ledge there. Gets the up tilt, the back air. Not going to be enough to net the KO. Still holding on. Did his last stock as Shadic.
I didn't know Shadic was going to make it back. It's so hard. The rapid jab's not going to come out. The forward air barely hit. Lima is lining it up right now, but the back air hits one more time, and Lima takes game 3.
Again, another scramble. I'm running out of adjectives.
A mess is an easy one.
Yeah, that was certainly a mess at the end there. Again, just take a look at the highlights here. Man, these guys are just playing so close. They're so evenly matched against each other. You can tell there's familiarity here between these guys.
Right, like I said, I mean, Shadic had these 2 or 3 reads back to back in neutral that led to like a pretty big combo. I said Lima's got to mix it up, and then you know what happened? Lima did not get hit ever again. And a big sigh of relief because it didn't look too great at certain points for Lima, but it looked fantastic at the results screen is what I would say. Joe Cool, definitely getting channeled right now.
Looking like Joe stressed right now. Lima has not looked comfortable in any facet of these games.
Honestly, I'll keep it real. I did an earlier match with Lima on the stream. Absolutely demolished someone. Immediately cuts to player cam. Sigh of relief. I was like, why are you stressed? You beat him up really bad. But,
deep breathing.
Yeah, very stoic right now. A lot to think about. So many decisions in so little time, and a lot of the interactions that these 2 players have had.
And a lot riding on the line here. Ticket into winner's side of top 8 is huge. You see Lima deep in thought. And I got to say, I love this. I love that they're both kind of taking their times. This is such an underrated aspect of playing in these high-pressure sets, is that not immediately rushing into that next game. Obviously, the adrenaline's kicking. You want to try to get things going as fast as possible. But sometimes it's important to kind of slow down, slow your breathing down.
One of the most iconic moments of all time, Armada versus Leffen, I believe it was Paragon. Got 4-stocked, meditated for just about a minute, immediately 4-stocked him back. You could see players do the exact opposite too. I know like Light will maybe get beat up one game, immediately run it back, and then reverse it drastically. So there's definitely 2 schools of thoughts, and I think we're seeing classes in session right now.
Shout out to the lower third, man. The lower third is the most underrated player on this roster so far. So.
All right, looks like we figured some stuff out. We're going to go to Hollow Bastion, which worked out wonderfully in Game 2 for Shadic, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully
I love you too, lower third.
Yeah. Peace. We'll see you in a little bit, lower third. Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for coming by, man. We appreciate it.
That's my goal. So here we go into Game 4. Shadic did make it happen here in Game 2. We could see possibly a Game 5, but I know Lima is making some adjustments and wants to secure that spot in Winner's Top 8.
Yeah, we'll see how it all pans out here in Hollow Bastion. Again, both players, again, sort of shades of that last stock. Kind of taking time on each other, trying to dash in, see what the other player is going to do. See Lima the first to get the offense started.
Nice. That was really good. To kind of baited out that witch twist and then punished accordingly. Grab a really good option too, so you don't kind of get beat up or shielded one of your aggressive aerials or jabs. We've seen a lot of jabs from Shadic, but the grab working out wonderfully right there. Ooh, big heel slide.
Yeah, the heel slide huge right there. It will allow Lima to generate some, intrude in and also create some offense. But now it is, once again, Shadic that has the slight percentage advantage here.
Yep, they are both taking it slow. Lima, though, finally goes for a little bit of an ambitious action with the dash tag, and Shadic capitalizes immediately. Lima stuck at the ledge, and that's kind of been really where all of the action's happening. It's going to be the nair into back air, and Shadic takes that first stock with just a pretty extended neutral win, but hold on, already responding. Lima trying to make something happen off stage.
Yeah, big stock for Team Fundies right there as Shadic going to come out in the lead early here. And again, that's been huge in the games that he's played. Whoever seems to take that first stock tends to be the person to be setting the pace car so far.
Right. It's good. That player has to work around that deficit. They may get a little too, adventurous, but sometimes you got to go with that classics. That back air, surely one of the classics, evens it right back up, and all of a sudden that lead pretty much disappeared.
Yeah, again, good stop from Lima there just to stop the bleeding, not letting the lead extend too far out in one direction.
Wow. Even the parry on the third hit of fair, pin still not fast enough. They are both playing so patiently right now. Should be able to make it back because Bayonetta is very good.
She paid good money for that.
Right. All right, nice timing. The timing of the Dragon Ascents, by the way, from Shadic, whether very late or very early, have both just been spectacular too. Lima, though, kind of catching on, starting to work around them a little bit better. Just about even here.
Yeah, backer once again going to provide some space. Again, the afterburner kick right above Corrin's airspace. So dangerous. I've been waiting for that. All set, AG. You see Shadic getting closer and closer to be able to sniff out these afterburner and dive kicks in the general area, and that up smash is going to catch it right there. Great stuff there from Shadic.
Right. Like I said before, we've seen those reads from Shadic, but it's only been an aerial, something just a little light. That time, the full course meal, and again, some great timing on that up special, but Lima keeping it going.
They're able to get through the edge guard right there with the Dragon Ascent. And now Lima continuing to add on this pressure.
All right, I like that. Looking for regular get up possibly with the up tilt. Going to get out of the corner with the ABK. Looking for a grab and good parry on the back here. It's actually huge right now. Big damage for Shadic.
Shadic's cooking right now. Gets the parry, good F tilt to create some space.
Oh, that was so smart. Avoiding the ledge entirely and coming in with an aggressive option instead. Lima on the hunt, trying to get a little bit aggressive with it, but holding in a little too much, Koopa.
Shades of yesterday's burners from Twitter. My man had the Team Rocket DI on that up there. It looks like we're blasting off again. So immediately into this Game 5 here. Great response there from Shadic. A profound two-stock right there. Very loud response from Shadic.
Right. And like you said, whoever has the lead really does get to set the pace. No one really likes seeing that. And we kind of saw it right there. When Lima doesn't have that opportunity to kind of, play defensive, maybe bait an option out from Shadic, it changes the matchup dynamic drastically. And as we said before, Shadic is kind of catching on to how these ABKs are lining up and punishing them. So if you get a little too, desperate and you throw out some of these moves to try and make something happen, Shadic is going to punish accordingly. But we've seen that happen before, and we've seen Lima adjust, kind of mixing up the approaches a little bit more. I know we're going to see that in Game 5.
Yep, now do we potentially see that run back to Pokemon Stadium 2? Maybe we see another stage here get thrown into the mix, possibly.
Well, we're going to find out right now. No time to meditate for that one. It's going to be Pokemon Stadium 2 as we've seen on all of the odd number games.
Yep, here we go. No odds, nothing odd about this set, AG. It's been absolutely fantastic to watch. And once again, Lima off to an excellent start here in Game 5.
Yeah, 70 right out of the gate. That's pretty big. Shadic gonna have to try and make something happen here, but it's so much harder for Corrin to kind of work around that deficit, considering Bayonetta just keeps adding on more and more damage right now.
Yeah, running up the score for sure right now. 124 to 6. Not looking too good right now. Gets the witch twist. Oh no! Gets nicked by the Dragon Ascent, but it doesn't matter. Too low for that to come back. Again, Corrin's recovery doesn't nothing to write home about, but man, that's tough.
That is very tough too. Pretty much a clean stock. It's gonna be tough. These games have been so very close, so to go down pretty much a clean stock, gonna be tough for Shadic. Trying to answer back immediately though, already 85 and counting. Really getting, oh, he even had the read there.
Yeah, just a little bit ahead of the game right there. Had the right idea, just trying to swing his way back in. Good answer on the pin right there with the forward air. The forward smash, again, the right idea, but just a little bit too early on it.
All right, no dodge here. Gonna see what we can do here. The pin hits the mark. 2 stocks apiece. The crowd waking up as we even it up here, but Lima trying to run away with that lead. Not gonna get the counter. That early Dragon Ascent, even a combo starter, apparently.
Yeah, tough. 2 beings on planet Earth that make great use of that move. Mega Rayquaza and Corrin.
All right, spacing out with these aerials, baiting out the afterburner kick right there, but Lima does kind of work around it. Sets up for the throw here. Ooh, I love that bait.
So smart there from Lima. Again, knowing that the conditioning Shadic into going for that high recovery above the ledge, because he's been going for the witch time above there, and just going to meet him with the back air instead.
All right, 0.2% on Shadic's last stock. Lima playing it a little bit slower, going for a little bit of a forward air on the shield there. All right, good parry. Unfortunately, there have been some times where Shadic gets the parry and just can't really do anything, because Lima kind of spaced it pretty well. Corrin doesn't really have an option in that burst range.
Yeah, so it's tough.
All right, Lima taking a little bit of a damage, but not too much. Still very neutral focus here. Big throw opportunity for Lima, but good tech out from Shadic. Still putting that pressure on though. It's looking really rough for Shadic right now.
Yeah, the wheels could potentially maybe falling off here. Lima just looking incredibly poised right now and looking poised to potentially take this in Game 5.
That air dodge was so ambitious. Did not think it would work, but it barely made it happen. Just about even here. See if we can get the back air. We can. The crowd wake it up too as we're down to the last stock, but it's kind of been the Lima show this game. Let's see if Shadic can make it happen here in Game 5. Forward throw is so rough to get it started. Bullet arts, tons of damage as well. 130 and the counter as well. That might just be it, Koopa, but he makes it back.
Yeah, Lima just a little bit too low to get any sort of a follow-up there. So now is Shadic going to get a second chance here. The last within, but not in a position to get the follow-up.
Yeah, the up tilt, the sour spot, no follow-up, another nair from Shadic. Are we going to see something wild here, Koopa? I think we just might.
Not going to catch. Okay, the afterburner kick coming through. Oh, misses the forward air.
And the pin doesn't hit. The wall cling working out for Lima. Another opening for Shadic. And the pin hits the heels. Koopa Shadic takes it all the way back.
They make him big in Texas, man. My gosh. Shadic standing tall here. Popping off. Punching his ticket into winner's side. Top 8. Ice in his veins. Moving on over Lima in a thrilling Game 5 stab. My God.
And guess that puts it to 4-14.
Nobody beats Shadic 15 times out of 17 tries.
Unbelievable set, Koopa. This has been a wild run so far in top 32. Set after set, and look like down to the wire. Every single interaction on that last stock was a nail biter, but staying composed, unbelievable.
Yeah, again, the composure in that sort of scenario, man. He was down at one point 127% to 0. To be able to, mount that sort of a comeback is nuts.
154 too, and those heels that you were complimenting before, finally, kind of bitter.
The Achilles heel right there.
If you will. If you will.
And look at that great follow. Yeah. Look at that. Genuine joy and emotion.
Right. Tons of passion to such a tense moment.
You see Lima being a good sport about it too. You get these guys, great competitors. Great handoff on the handshake. Look at that, great form.
We're killing it today.
Yeah, good job everybody. And again, great stuff there from Shadic. A great pop off only that much enthusiasm for someone under the age of 25. It's only downhill from here, buddy.
Right,
but,
right.
In all seriousness, great stuff to Shadic. Has been on a meteoric rise, recently. We all have been preaching, the story of when Shadic's going to break through that plateau here,
right.
and has done so far. Back to, the top 8 at Genesis, top 8 here. What more can you ask for?
I don't know.
Maybe a dub.
It's like so
That'd be kind of cool.
Maybe I would be mad. But it's also so poetic. It feels like, because one of my first introductions to Shadic was Collision several years ago.
Yes.
When we saw the Shadic versus Cosmo set,
Yep.
and then last year we saw another fantastic run from Shadic. It's only right that we see another one here, locking in that winner's top 8 spot. Yeah. Lovely
Just
stuff.
continuing to break through these proverbial glass ceilings, man. It's great to watch. And Jen, shout outs to Strides Esports. Your players putting in a lot of work right now. They picked up a bunch of phenomenal players, Esam, Shadic. We're going to see Mudace up on stage in a second.